It's time to buy a striker, but am I moving up and spending 8+ million, or am I moving down and going budget? Welcome to the Gianni Battici YouTube show. Hope you guys are good and you're looking forward to game week 17. Buzzing, we're about to have 3 game weeks in a week. We've got those Boxing Day fixtures midweek as well, don't forget. So, look, before we start, if you fancy supporting the channel by liking and subscribing, that would be awesome. This is my team selection video. So we're going to go through my team and the different ways I could go. I've got 2 options pretty much. We're also going to talk captaincy, so stay tuned for that. So, look, without further ado, we are waiting on, as I record this, the Cunha ban. So I'm going to take you through 2 scenarios. Cunha is banned and not available this weekend, and Cunha is available this weekend and probably banned later down the line, because surely he's going to pick up a ban for what he did. So if Cunha is out and if Cunha isn't out are 2 very different things. So despite recording this before the news, it's going to work either way. So we're going an A and a B here, right? Nicholas Jackson. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Jackson versus Isak, because, spoiler alert, if Cunha's not around, I'm going up, right? I'm going up. There's a lot of budget forwards that have been getting a lot of momentum in the last few weeks. The budget guys, a budget for a reason. You spend 8 million plus and you get consistency. And when we see Nicholas Jackson and his returns, he's averaging like 6 points a match. He's 30% owned, but boy, are the fixtures there. Boy, the fixtures there. So yeah, sure. We know he's on 4 yellow cards. That's the negative. The other negative is when he starts, which is more often than not, he often comes off with 10, 15 minutes to go. You don't get 90 minutes from him. The positives, he plays for the most attacking team in the league. He's upped his game a huge amount this season. We saw his finish last time out, didn't we? Against Brentford, where he got the winner. And he's got Cole Palmer pulling the strings behind him. And he's got creativity from the width, like Sancho, Madueke, Pedro Neto, whichever 2 of those 3 start, that's applying him. He is the focal point of this very attacking team. And Everton up next, then Fulham on Boxing Day, and then Ipswich on the Monday means it's a nice spread for Chelsea. It's Sunday, Thursday, Monday. So many teams go 3 and 7. This is 3 and 8. They go Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. Sunday, Thursday, Monday might just mean he can actually start in all of them. We do know Maresca. History tells us midweek he likes to rotate. That's usually in Europe because it's the Mickey Mouse Cup. But in the Premier League a couple of weeks back, when they had a midweek round, he did leave Jackson out versus Southampton. So we know he likes to do that. But knowing it's 3 and 8, maybe, and he's had a rest going into it because he didn't play on Thursday night, maybe he can start all 3. And look, if he picks up a yellow, he picks up a yellow. But are the rewards there? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are there. Everton, Fulham, Ipswich. But then, like, even if you miss one of those games because he gets a yellow card or he gets dropped, rotated, you still look ahead and go, I get Crystal Palace, I get Bournemouth, I get Wolves. It's a great run of fixtures for Chelsea. It's insane. And that is why I really want Nicholas Jackson in my team. I'll show you how that looks in just a sec. Isak is the other option. Isak is more expensive than Jackson. I don't have that $500,000 to move, say, Solanke to Isak. I do have the money to go Solanke to Jackson. I actually think Jackson's the better option anyway. And I know it's very easy to judge Isak on his last couple of performances and go, we've had 11 pointers. Let's go back there. 11, 8, 11. It's been phenomenal. He did play in the week in the EFL Cup. They scored 3, Newcastle. Isak wasn't involved in any. Now, sure, when they're at home, you expect him to be involved, but it's not a gimme. And I look at the next few fixtures and I think it's tough. Ipswich away, tough. Aston Villa at home, fine. Then United away and Spurs away. It's a tough run of 4 games. Then sure, by game week 21, we might all want Isak because it's Wolves at home, Bournemouth at home, then it's Southampton and Fulham. That's the run we all want him for. I don't know if we need him now. I actually think Ipswich this weekend away at Portman Road, knowing Newcastle played in the week, a full strength 11, I think that's a tricky fixture for Isak. I don't think it's the best entry point. So look, that's Jackson versus Isak. How's it look in my team? Well, I own Dom Solanke since forever. Of course, he went and got big points against Man United in the EFL Cup, not in fantasy. With those 2 goals, he would have got the 3 bonus, but he hasn't been doing it in the league. Even the goals against United, like, yeah, he takes them really well, but it's not like open play. It's a rebound, right? The first goal. The ball's dropped to him. We're seeing a lot of Spurs performances where they score a lot of goals and Solanke's more the decoy. Dom Decoy Solanke, I've been calling him. He's a huge asset to the team. He's been awesome. Spurs fans rightly love him. he hasn't been a great FPL option. Jackson and Isak are another level up. I've got money in the bank to go Solanke out, Jackson in, and still leave me with 0.2. So this is what my team will look like if Cunha is available this weekend. If Cunha is not available this weekend, well, let me explain my thinking. And Diogo Jota is a huge part of that. So Jota, we have seen come off the bench against Fulham last weekend, 10, 15 minutes. In the EFL Cup against Southampton, another cameo off the bench. Against Spurs this weekend will be his third match back from a long injury. I expect another cameo. But maybe, just maybe, by Boxing Day, where he has Leicester at home, he's going to be ready to start. And if he starts Leicester at home on Boxing Day, boy, do I want him in my team. He's an out of position FPL midfielder playing as the number 9. Many will say he's a rotation risk. I'm not buying it. He's Liverpool's number 1 forward. Sure, like all players, other than Mo Salah in that front line, you'll see some rotation. But 7 of the first 8 Premier League games this season, when Darwin was fit, when Luis Diaz was fit, when Gakpo was fit, Jota started 7 of the first 8 as the number 9. Make no doubt about it. He's the first choice Liverpool number 9. And when he scored against Fulham, he was doing this, like, yeah, I'm back. The big dog's back. So look, if we think he's ready for a start versus Leicester, and maybe we'll know more after the Spurs game, then I might be willing to punt there. But to punt there, I'm going to need money. 7.2 million. I'm looking to maybe sell a Rodgers to a Jota. If I do that, I need money this week. So if Cunha is suspended, I can't go up. If Cunha is suspended, I'll be going down. And I think Raul Jimenez, a bit like Jota, it's a huge high risk, high reward punt. And it's risky because of minutes, but it's rewardy because of the fixtures. Guys, do hit that like and subscribe button, by the way, if you're new around here. You can join my mini league. You can also check out all these YouTube shows in podcast form as well, which is pretty cool. So look, Raul Jimenez, it's Southampton, Bournemouth, Ipswich are 3 of the next 4 at Craven Cottage. That's a bloody good entry point. The problem is it's Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, and Jimenez is going to get a game in there. Jimenez scored last time out against Liverpool, came off the bench. And I just wonder how safe Jimenez is for a start. He's not 100% safe. We've seen a quote from Andre Silva who said, when a striker comes in and makes an impact, he's talking about Jimenez in the game and scores a goal, it's always crucial for him. Great fight between both Jimenez and Jimenez. This is from the Fantasy Football Scout website, guys. Do check that out. They're both in great moments. It's good for me. It's a good headache. See who's going to be the player that starts. Last week, great game for Raul Jimenez. Amazing hard work. Great goal against Arsenal. It was. This afternoon, this was Rodrigo, post-match against Liverpool, came in and scored. We have to be ready with what we're doing. I still think Jimenez gets it, but I think Jimenez gets a game. I hope Jimenez gets the Chelsea game and Raul Jimenez gets the other 3. Even if Raul Jimenez doesn't get the start, knowing he's an enabler to get Jota in my team, he might just be worth it. So it's high risk, but again, I think high reward. So with Jimenez in the team, well, it looks a bit like this. It gives me 2.3 million in the bank, Cunha out, Jimenez in, and then I can go Rodgers or Enzo if I wanted to. I've just put Enzo in. Rodgers out to Jota next week if I think Jota starts, and if not, I just have money in the bank and I get to play a little bit further down the line. I like it. Let me know in the comments what you think between the two. The big news will be, of course, Cunha. And we'll speak a little bit more about that. So the Cunha news is important because Wolves have got this must-win game against Ipswich this weekend, and it's against Leicester, isn't it? Cunha versus Leicester away. That's massive for Wolves and obviously the new manager. Now, if they appeal the ban, by appealing, the process is extended. So you appeal the ban, and then you go, oh, I'm probably going to get further punished down the line if it's seen as guilty, because effectively I'm saying I'm innocent, and I don't think this image and video shows he's innocent. But we get him for the Leicester game. That's really, really important. Or we take the 4 or 5 or however many matches it is, and we just suck it up this week. It means we get a slightly shorter ban, but he's out against Leicester. So I don't know. I don't want to speculate, because by the time you watch this, maybe we'll have the news. We thought it would come Thursday night, Friday morning. I'm recording this at 8 a.m. Friday morning. I've still not got anything, of course. So let's see where we're at with the Cunha ban. We need to talk captaincy this week because it's absolutely massive captaincy. Like, I think it could be quite... I don't think it's a foregone conclusion and we just go Mo Salah. But look, before we do, I'd love you to join my Sleeper League. If you're not already in the Sleeper League, what are you doing? Because I'm giving away free prizes every week. It's a predictor game, right? Unlike FPL, it's way more simple than that. You get the 10 fixtures and you go home win, away win, or draw, right? For the 10 Premier League games. Do you think Chelsea win, lose, or draw versus Everton? That's all you're being asked. If you get a score of about 8 out of 10, you usually win my Pick'em League because there's always surprises, right? By winning, every week I give away a £100 voucher or a PS5. No like catch. It's free to download. So scan that link now, get your phone out and scan, or click the link in the description and join the mini league. This week it's an Amazon voucher. Next week, because it's Christmas, we're doing a PS5. So get in the mini league now, guys. It takes 20 seconds to download and set up. It's free. There's no catch. I'm giving away prizes every week. I've got £7,000 worth of prizes to give all season. It's mental. Okay, so look, should we talk captaincy? Palmer versus Salah is a close one for me. And everyone says, oh, Salah, Salah, Salah. Look, don't get me wrong. I've been on Salah all week. I'm still 60-40 on Salah. But Palmer's worth looking at because Chelsea are the best attack in the league at the moment. If they score early against Everton, by playing at home, Everton will have to have a little bit of a go. I know Sean Dyche is good at parking the bus. He did it against Arsenal last week. Away from home, it's easier to do that than the pressure of being at home and the pressure of an early goal for Chelsea. Of course, Dyche is very happy at 0-0 and he'll park away. But Chelsea can break through that. They just score goals for fun. And Palmer, like the rest of the Chelsea team, they all had a rest in the week. They don't play the Thursday night games. It's massive. Now, Salah also had a rest, but a lot of the Liverpool team, like Gakpo, like Trent, they did start against Southampton. They had a trip down to Southampton, an away game. They're going back to Liverpool, then they're back in London for the Spurs game. So I look at it and think, Chelsea better rested, but Salah did get a rest, although the Liverpool team didn't. But Spurs also could be tired because Spurs played Man United on Thursday night. That's an extra game, less prep, or extra day of prep Liverpool get on Spurs. Now, what did Spurs show us on Thursday night against Man United? They showed us that they're very good in attack and they're very bad in defence. Shock. We knew that. In fact, that's the story for the last year and a half. So Salah can exploit that defence. It's makeshift. It's Dragerson and Gray at centre-back. Who, bless them, they're doing all right, but they don't have much protection because the fullbacks still bomb on. Pedro Porro and Jed Spence last night and Thursday night, very advanced still. And then you're relying on the DMs to try and cover you. And, you know, Pap Sarr can only, Yves Bissouma can only do so much. So Forster also dodgy with his feet. He'll be kicking it a little bit longer, I think, against Liverpool at times. But Salah's got the matchup. But Palmer has the explosive returns too. Like we've seen an 18 and a 14 from Palmer in the last 5, but we have seen from Salah 14, 13, 13, 18 in 4 of the last 5. His projected 12.7 points versus Palmer's 9. And I think I'm going to Salah just. But it's a tight call. If you want to go differential, Palmer's going to be a proper differential captain option. Everyone owns him. Not many will captain him. And I think he's a good pick if you're chasing and you want to go and go wild on it. For me, though, I think I will be on Mo Salah for this one. Guys, deadline stream in the morning. Do come and check that out on Saturday morning. I'll be locking in. Thank you for watching as always. On your way out, please do subscribe. And I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.